So your child is in year 4 and you're wondering how you can support them with their creative writing. You know, maybe your child is a reluctant writer or has lost all confidence in their writing, and you're looking for tips on how to encourage and build their confidence, whether it's for the grammar school or independent school exams, or just because you've noticed that their writing needs some extra support. In this video, I'm going to give you lots of tips and tools that you can use to help.
Yay!
Your year 4 child. And of course, you know, I will let you know if you're new to this channel. My name is Joycelyn Akufo. I'm the Managing Director of Geek School Tutoring. We are based in Beckenham, Lewisham and Thornton Heath, and we provide tuition for children from reception to GCSE age in maths, English and the sciences, and we specialise particularly in 11 plus preparation. And I have got a world of courses and creative writing guides and booklets on the websites that I have: geekschool.co.uk, the 11 plus essay.co.uk. Details will be in the description of this video. And of course, if you didn't know, I'm actually a journalist by profession. So I say that I'm the girl who likes to play with words because I just love to play with words, literally. Okay, so today I want to talk about how to support your child's creative writing skills in year 4. So as your child enters year 4, they will begin to explore creative writing in greater depths at school, hopefully. So in this video, I want to talk about some ways that you can support your child at home and encourage their creativity even further, especially if you have in mind for them exams like the 11 plus for the grammar schools, or entrance exams for independent schools. So it's important that we talk about what they're reading. So speaking with your child regularly to find out what books they're reading, and helping them to develop a critical eye is important. So you can ask your child questions like, what did you like about that book you were reading or are reading? What do you like about the book? What did you think of the characters? And so on, just to get their minds thinking beyond just the words on the paper, or on the book pages rather. And you should encourage your child to think critically about what they read, because it will also help them to analyse and create their own stories, especially when they're reading through their own completed pieces of writing. You know, if they're able to critique the work of others, then they will also be able to critique the work of their own work. Get them a journal or a diary, as we refer to it more commonly in the UK. For all my UK viewers out there, hello! And if you're in America or in another part of the world where you refer to a diary as a journal, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, get your child a journal or a diary. So a diary is a great way for your child to get their own ideas down on paper. And obviously we have electronic diaries, electronic journals these days. So if your child likes to, you know, type their ideas, that's fine as well. I have a preference for the old school way of doing things, the traditional way, which is pen and paper, because, you know, all that writing practice helps improve your child's handwriting. It also helps them with their speed of writing as well. And, you know, it's nice for them to, you know, maybe draw in the journal as well. It just gives a bit more freedom. Not saying you can't do that electronically, but I just prefer, you can tell that I just prefer the traditional way. And they should be writing about anything they want to write about. There shouldn't be pressure to produce perfect writing in the journal. It's just a safe space for them to experiment with their voice and try out new things in their creative writing and, just in their writing processes. It may also provide inspiration for them if something special happens to them one day. It means that they have an experience that they can use in their writing, which is also beneficial. It takes them out for a change of scenery. So sometimes the best way to actually spark creativity is just by getting out of the house, getting out of your home, visiting a local park, go for a nature walk, or even just explore where you live together. Often in the busyness of life, as parents, we're so busy ferrying our children to school, back from school, to one activity, to childcare and so on. But even just the local area in which we live in, we may not discover some real hidden treasures there. So, if you're able to go out for a walk with your family, with your child, and just point some things out that make good settings or images for a story, looking at maybe the greenery surrounding them, surrounding your area, or some unusual landmarks and so on, they can be helpful. And it's a great way to get your child thinking about how real life can actually be used in their writing and what setting descriptors are realistic and relatable for their reader. The reader is somebody just like them, so just being out in a new scenery, change of scenery, can really help children's creative writing in Year 4 and beyond, actually. So encourage your child to read different genres. Now, if you're one of my students, you would hear me bemoaning books by the likes of David Walliams, Jacqueline Wilson and so on, not because they're not great authors, they are, and I think there's something really special about the infectiousness of their writing, which makes children really want to read and enjoy reading. However, so before we carry on with this amazing video, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you will get notified every time a new Geek School video goes up. Enjoy! One thing that I find is that children get very used to reading those types of humour-based genres, and it can really be quite a struggle to get them to do anything else. And we want them to read different genres. Exposing them to a variety of genres means that your child will get a well-rounded view of what is actually possible in their writing. It also helps with comprehension. With comprehension, you can't actually control the genre of the passage, But back to creative writing, reading from different genres means that they have so many more different descriptors. They can get so many more different ideas for different types of writing tasks, and it will be really helpful to them. So your child might find that they even enjoy reading and then eventually writing about things that they never thought they would try before, different genres that they never thought they'd try before. So take a trip down to the library. If your library is still open, maximize on that. Going on Amazon is fine. However, there's something about the realness of being around the books. If your local library is closed, you might try W.H. Smith, Waterstones, Foyles, or, even the independent bookstores, and just really, encourage your child to just flick through and look inside books of different genres, and, to read the back covers of the genres and so on. And it will really go a long way in helping them to see things differently in their writing. And then you can help your child to edit their work. So this is an area that many parents, especially working parents or parents with a lot of responsibility, lots of younger children, tend to struggle with, the editing of their work. Some of our students will bemoan the fact that they do lots and lots of papers, lots and lots of books, but then their parents never mark the books. Of course, at Geek School, we have markers that actually mark the work, and then my team and myself, we go through the work with the students. So it's a different thing to tuition, but just in terms of the extra work that children are given at home, by an adult, one of the bugbears and something that actually discourages a lot of children in their doing of the work is that the work isn't marked. So especially if your child is a reluctant writer, if you've managed to get them to agree to doing the writing and then you don't mark and edit with them, it just doesn't motivate them really. So once your child has written something, offer to help them to edit it. So it doesn't mean that you need to correct every minute mistake initially, because especially for the reluctant writer, if you nitpick at everything, it can really put them off, discourage them. Some of them will even lose confidence and feel that they can't write, that they're not good writers, so we need to be cognizant of that. And you can ask your child questions to help them improve their work. For example, what did you want this character to sound like, or what kind of mood were you going for with this scene in your story? So editing is just a great way for your child to get thinking about their writing on a deeper level, so the editing isn't about critiquing and, criticizing. Constructive feedback is not the same as criticizing. And then finally, offer praise and encouragement. They did something worthy of encouragement in producing this piece of writing. So it's important to offer praise and encouragement, especially if you have the type of child that loves praise and does even more once they start being praised for their efforts. You really then need to, use every opportunity to do that. And it will help them feel good about their work and, help them to gain the confidence to keep writing. So even if their story isn't perfect at the beginning, you need to let them know that you're proud of their efforts, their achievements, and, encourage them to keep writing. So creative writing, is such an important skill for children to develop because it helps with their communication, with their critical thinking, even their problem solving, because many stories will have a problem and your child needs to work through some sort of solution for that problem, or to be able to come up with a learning, the moral of the story. So if you start by providing support and encouragement at home, you can help your child to explore their creativity and build their confidence in their writing. So, I hope this has been helpful to you and that you will encourage your child to write. Of course, I spend quite a lot of time producing creative writing books and downloads and so on. 2 of the books are right behind me, and I also have a number of creative writing courses, including a free one on the 11plusessay.co.uk. Details are in the description of wherever you're watching this video. Head over there and you're more than welcome, obviously, to register your child for any of the courses there. They're all there to be of help. Thanks for watching. Do you need help with your writing? Don't forget to check out Geek School Tutoring's online writing courses at www.theyre.com. the11plusessay.co.uk. We have everything from creative writing courses to English comprehension courses and English grammar and punctuation courses, just to name a few. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to our channel and to switch on your notifications so you know when our next video goes up. Bye. Collins,